Growth begins when we begin to accept our own weakness. Jean Vanier. Do you know there are some things you indulge in that could make you weak? Sometimes those things could be harmful to your health and, of course, lead to unproductivity. Weakness, simply put, is a feeling of lack of energy in everyday situations. It may occur throughout your body or in a particular area, such as your arms or legs. Complaints of weakness usually arise when actions that are still familiar and natural suddenly begin to require special effort. There are factors that oppress our body, many of which may lead to both mental and physical breakdown. It should be understood that fatigue and weakness, both emotional and physical, are not always caused by disease, but can also be caused by our actions and inactions. Here are 15 things that make you weaker. Number 1. Indecision. Indecision, as we know, is the inability to make decisions quickly. A person who cannot make decisions is afraid of negative consequences and is not ready to take responsibility. They ask questions like, what if the decision made turns out to be a failure? Because they are afraid of making mistakes, afraid of the things that are certain to happen, and the subsequent punishment, and therefore they do nothing. To get rid of indecision, learn to make choices in a balanced and conscious way. In other words, just start making decisions, no matter how difficult it may be for you, and don't be afraid of the consequences. Number 2. Fear. Fear is a natural sensation of the human being, which provides a state of alert demonstrated many times at the moment we are threatened both physically and psychologically. It is important to emphasize that fear, when it reaches the extreme, can be a disease. And when it is irrational or manifests itself in the face of a situation or object that does not present any danger to the person, is characterized as a phobia. Another factor that is hardly spoken of is that exaggerated fear can also lead to suicide. It is necessary to understand that many of these fears can be harmful to your health and therefore make you weak. Number 3. Insecurity. All our internal states, especially those associated with any restrictions, affect our health. How and why does this happen? For example, if a person is not ready for a situation in which he can make a mistake, or is not ready for criticism, some difficulties, or achievements, he is insecure and is physically and mentally weaker than other people. If you want to stay cheerful and youthful, be active and self-confident. It is important to know that working on yourself as well as your self-confidence can lead you to being more active and healthy. Number 4. Isolation. Prolonged stay in a confined space can not only drive you crazy, but also lead you to a hospital bed, especially if you do not follow a schedule and do not have healthy habits. Self-isolation may save you from pandemics, but it can lead to other problems, such as anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses. It is necessary to understand that isolating yourself from society can be bad for your health, and as such, make you weaker as a person. Number 5. Spending too much time on our screens. In the era of rapid development of technology, we spend more and more time in front of the screens. And this is not surprising because we carry smartphones, tablets, and laptops with us everywhere. Screen time can involve work and, at the same time, viewing entertainment content on your devices. Nevertheless, spending too much time on these devices may be harmful to your health and make you weaker if you don't control how long you spend on them. Number 6. Giving up easily. Giving up simply means to surrender. It is regarded as avoiding or neglecting problems. Most times, giving up is not seen as a negative trait, and it could be the best option at a particular moment when your stress level is at its peak and can be overlooked as a sign of weakness. For example, if a problem begins to drain you both mentally and physically, it is okay to give up. But a situation where you don't even try solving the problem before giving up can be termed as being weak. Number 7. Neglecting self-control. Research has shown that a lack of self-control can cause various behavioral problems that may be harmful to one's health. Problems such as aggression and criminalism, along with other negative behaviors, can have adverse effects on your education, career, finances, self-esteem, and overall health and well-being. Clinging to bad habits and not knowing how to control yourself can easily be said to be a sign of weakness. Number 8. Fatigue. Have you been tired lately? Some people may feel this way when they are not feeling well. Even though you are aware of the feeling of fatigue, you often don't deal with it, saying it's not a big deal just because you're tired. However, feeling tired is also an important sign from the body that you need to rest. It could either be physical or mental. Overworking the body, not getting enough sleep, stress, etc. All of these can cause fatigue, and if it's not taken care of, can make you weak. Number 9, dwelling on the past. Holding on to the past and not confronting it can sabotage your health and can lead to unhealthy habits. Also, containing past emotions can cause mental stress, which in turn can affect your immune system. If you dwell in the past, you'll get left behind. You should learn to let go of things that can affect you negatively. Dwelling in the past prevents you from moving forward, learning new things, as well as having positive thinking, and keeps you caged in the past. The absence of these things in your life will certainly make you weak. Number 10, repeating mistakes. Repeating mistakes results in being impulsive, having poor judgment, and even self-obsession. An example of a repeated mistake can be taking junk food or a cigarette when you feel depressed, and these habits will definitely make you weak. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. It is important to know that making mistakes is normal, but a situation where making such mistakes over and over again without learning from them can make you weak. Number 11, lack of rest. Working all day long without taking a moment to catch your breath can affect you both physically and mentally. There is rarely only one cause of insomnia. In addition to physical condition and stress, it may be dependent on the environment at the time of sleep, just because the place to sleep changes. Not only during the daytime, but also the symptoms that appear at night and during sleep have a big impact on your health, and spending long hours without resting will make you weak. Number 12, jealousy. Do you think jealousy is a sign of weakness, or is it normal? It is important to understand that a strong man should not be jealous. Jealousy can be a trait of a person's character, manifesting itself throughout life. The negative emotions that jealous people experience can destroy their health. Also, the feeling of pressure in a person's chest can lead to the nervous and immune systems being depleted. Number 13, remaining in your comfort zone. Having a state of mind where you don't want to face challenges may be a result of fear of change, fear of the unknown, and most times, fear of failure. These fears can be conquered, of course, but a situation where you do nothing and decide to remain in your comfort zone can be harmful to your health and make you weaker by the day. Number 14, smoking. Smoking harms almost all organ systems. Addiction increases the risk of coronary heart disease and hypertension. Smoking also affects the condition of the lungs because a person inhales not only nicotine, but also a huge amount of other chemical compounds. It is a factor in the development of lung cancer, while increasing the risk of this disease by 25 times higher than non-smokers. When smoking becomes a habit for you, the chances of having these diseases are high and will most likely lead to weakness both physically and mentally. Number 15, depression. Depression is characterized by a variety of complaints such as loneliness, illness, loss of interest in work and hobbies, and in difficult situations, a person can lie in bed motionless and sleep 14 to 16 hours a day. Depression doesn't just affect you mentally, it can also affect you physically. Weakness in depression is accompanied by a lack of appetite, constant fatigue, headaches, and abdominal discomfort. Developing realistic expectations and understanding that success doesn't happen overnight is necessary if you want to reach your full potential. Mentally weak people are often impatient. It is important to keep your eyes on the prize when the goal is long-term. Failures will happen along the way, but if you also see progress, success becomes attainable. We are not born weak. Weakness builds up over time through our thoughts and actions. If you perform 100 push-ups every morning, you are bound to see the results over time. The same goes for other aspects of our lives. A lot of people live day to day without a goal to focus on, and this can make them grow weak. We made a video titled 15 Questions You Need to Ask Yourself Each Morning that focuses on the thoughts we should have when we wake up to be productive. Click on the link to check it out. Thank you for your time.